Once again, to all my viewers out there, I'd like to thank you for watching the Media Monsters Club Chats. Today on my show, I am pleasured to have a guest that I've known for several years. I've seen her grow as an artist. I've seen her grow as an individual. Today on my show, we have the beautiful, talented Sasha Samantha.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you for being on my show. So now, as far as to inform our viewers, right, you have a unique voice, you have a unique sound, and it's not your typical R&B. You have a mixture because you are from
Jamaica.
Ah,
yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So your sound, it's a combination of things, right?
Exactly. It's a combination of reggae, R&B. I kind of dabble in a little bit of techno. So,
right.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
All right. Nice. So now, how long, when did this start? How many years? Did this start when you were younger? Were there influences in your home or your parents or relatives? Did anybody have a singing or musician background? Or this is something that you just had a knack for? How did this whole singing dream begin?
Well, it's just something I had a knack for. Sounds a little cliche, but I grew up singing in church, everyone else. My grandfather was a deacon.
Yes.
And I had a great-granduncle that was also a pastor. So I grew up singing in church. I had many influences as far as the music is concerned. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So now, have you traveled back to Jamaica to work on any projects as far as to record in the studio or work or do collaborations with any artists, or have you traveled back home to actually, do any music over there?
I did. I went to Jamaica maybe a year and a half ago, and I working on an album right now.
Okay.
So I did some work out in Jamaica. I stayed there for about 3 months, and I was working on the album. I did a collab with Lady Saw. So,
okay.
She's a big artist in Jamaica. I'm sure everybody heard of Lady Saw. Right now, I did some big shows, some huge shows. I opened for Beres Hammond, who's also a well-known artist in Jamaica and probably all over the world as well. I opened up Unite the People for him, excuse me. I opened that show for Beres Hammond. That show had some major artists on there as well. Queen Africa, Coca T. I'm sure you guys all heard of those people as well.
Okay.
I did Curry Fest in Westmoreland, which is where I'm from. So,
right.
And there was a lot of people on that show as well. John Holt, Etana, Busy Signal. So,
right.
I've been doing quite a few shows in Jamaica when I'm down there.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Okay. Now, as you said, you've been doing this for years. As far as shows, have you done a lot of shows? Have you done a lot of performances leading up to? Because what I want to convey to the viewers is this is a lot of work. This is a lot of grind. You know what I mean? By the time people see you or hear your music, this is years of development. This is
exactly.
years of grinding and pursuing this.
Yes,
So as far as your shows, you've done a lot of shows, or?
Yes, I've done a lot of shows. Like I stated previously, I've done shows in Jamaica. More recently, I did the Caribbean Classic Golf Invitational event, which Bill Bellamy was there. He was a comedian that night. It was a 5-day event, and I got the opportunity to perform there, which was a great experience. Tommy Davidson was there, Cedric the Entertainer. And we had Johnny Gill, Ralph Trelvant, and also Bobby Brown. So it was a really good show. Chalice, Tassan Chin, Assassin, all those big artists. I've done shows up here. I've been doing a lot of shows up here. More recently, I did the Showtime show in Macedonia Center in Mount Vernon. And that had Notch, who's also a big artist from Born Jamaicans, so he's now a solo artist. Big up to the Reggae Twins and Lion Face Records for putting me on that show. I've always headlined the show, so as a female artist. And I've been doing shows, Manhattan, the Bronx, Mingles, Samba when it was open, Carib, all those places. So I've been doing a lot of shows. Lazy Lounge more recently as well.
Lazy Lounge. Shout out to Kev Edgar.
Shout out to Kev Edgar, of course,
you know,
definitely.
You know.
He's definitely looking out for the people from the 914. So big shout out to you, Kev.
Right. Now, have you done any music videos? Because I haven't really seen any music videos from you.
I haven't. I haven't. Not yet. It's coming, though. I just did a single with Ross Penco, who's a very well-known Jamaican artist. He did 1,000 Miles Away. We just did a single together, and we are hoping to shoot a video for that. So that's coming up soon in the near future.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm going to give a little shameless plug here. You know I do music videos. I've dabbled in it a little bit. So if you do need somebody that, you know what I mean, is talented and can get the job done, definitely you can let me know your vision.
Of course, definitely.
And I'm sure I can knock it out the park.
We gotta support each other. We're from the same place.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yes.
So now this business, right? Like people say, this business is like I would say more ran by men. There's a lot of interaction with men, and being a female vocalist, that's very attractive. Okay, very attractive.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I gotta keep it together, people out there. I gotta keep it together. Like, how is it like coming up in this business, having to deal with a lot of the bureaucracy that people really don't know about? You know what I mean? Because the thing is that you as a female, you want to work, you want to get certain things done. Has it been easy for you? I mean, what type of things can we elaborate on to let the younger women know not to get distracted or not to get caught up in like coming up in this music business that is you have to interact with a lot of men, and there are a lot of other things that go on behind the scenes that some people get discouraged behind it.
Exactly.
It can be discouraging, it could be disappointing, it could be shocking, like, are you, what? Like, you want to do what? Like, you know, I'm here to just record my music.
Exactly.
So what could we say to the young ladies to just keep them, for one, focused and inspired, so that way when they run into situations that may be a little uncomfortable, to keep going? You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yes, I've ran across many situations like that. You definitely have to have self-respect, and that's a major thing in this business for females, especially upcoming females. You got to maintain your self-respect. Once you go in there, you just have to let them know it's all about work, and that's what you're here for. Keep your integrity, and that's all.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. Because I've had previous conversations with young women, young ladies coming up in the business, and it gets very confusing because they run into a roadblock to where if I want to make it, if I want to be successful, maybe I might have to do X, Y, and Z with this producer. Maybe I might have to go out to dinner with this producer. Maybe I might have to take this trip with this person because they're the ones that can make it happen. So there's a fine line because, like I said, it becomes a norm. Meaning, like, you know, some people may have the integrity and have the upbringing to distinguish the difference. But when you're in a business that this is how it is, other people might just think this is just how it is. And then people are going to school you. Girl, this is just how it is. You got to, you know, use what you got to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So we would just want to be clear, young people out there, especially for our young ladies. You know, there's more than one way to do things. And like Sasha said, integrity, you know, respecting yourselves, you know what I'm saying, is very, very important.
Absolutely.
So do your homework, because if you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation that's not just strictly about business, then maybe you need to move on and get with a different team of people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the trick with this is, like, there's been plenty of people that work together, producers that they've had relationships. You know what I mean? Like a lot of producers that I know, that popular ones, they've had relationships with artists. But as far as the pressure of, you know what I'm saying, like trying to, you know what I mean, like have you under pressure, you know what I mean, it just takes away from the level of creativity.
Well, for me, it's no pressure because, like I said, I know that I'm there for music, and just don't come at me any other way. It's if you come at me any other way, like you said, it's time for me to keep it moving.
Right.
So,
okay, that's good. Fellas, you hear that? To all the producers, record label execs, artists, everybody out there, do you hear this?
Yeah.
This is a strong black woman. She's telling you right now, it's not going down.
Exactly. And I've been doing this for a long time, so,
right.
you know, and maybe that's why I haven't, you know, really excelled where I'm supposed to be, because I'm not going to settle for anything. So
right.
I'm going to work hard to be to go where I want to go, actually. So
excellent.
that's
excellent.
it. Just work, hard work.
Now, as far as your music, I mean, what inspires you to make your music? Like, where do you get your influences from? What is your writing format? I mean, is it love? Is it dance? Is it party? Is it life?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are the different elements that create a Sasha Samantha project?
Yes, I do write for myself. Sometimes, most of the times, actually, I write for myself. I do have co-writers as well. Influences, of course, everyone goes through life, you know, difficulties, love, relationships.
Right.
What else? Just the reality of life, you know, and you just sit down and you write about it. You see what other people go through, not just necessarily you as an artist, but other people as well. So I tend to write about stuff that's realistic.
Right.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And realistic, but also inspirational.
But also inspirational, exactly.
Right,
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely
now, have you, like being an artist like myself, I do a lot of work in the community, you know, different parts of Westchester, New York. I go and do youth workshops. Have you partaken, or would you like to partake in doing any workshops dealing with young people or maybe young women in particular?
I haven't had a chance to do that yet, and I would love to do that. So if you guys, you know, want to get at me out there, definitely I would love to do some youth work and inspire some of the upcoming artists, especially the female ones. So, yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now, with this album that you're working on right now, have you put previous projects out before this? Is this like the epitome? Like, does this really mean something to you, this particular day and age? Like, because you're mature, you know what I mean? Not older, but you're mature, all right? You've been doing this for a while. What does this particular album mean to you?
Well, this album, because it's going to be my first, so of course it means everything. So
okay.
I'm just trying to get it out there, to be as inspirational as possible and motivating other young artists, female artists as well. So it means a lot to me. Yes.
Okay, okay. Is there any particular tracks or songs that we should look out for? Like anything that is really like, I'm sure the whole album is tight,
yes,
but anything that's really like knocking it out the park. Like, matter of fact, give me two. Something for the clubs, and then something that's more like inspirational.
Okay. We have I Tried, which is kind of like a love song. So that's going to be a hit. We also have Wake Me Up in the Midnight, which is kind of like a techno song, club mix, so you can look out for that as well. Yes.
Okay, okay, excellent, excellent. So what I'm going to do is, you know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Sasha on the spot here. You know, this is what we do on Media Monsters. You know what I'm saying? People come on the show, whether they're artists, dancers, comedians. I really want to know what they do. You know what I'm saying? So can we just get like maybe a couple of bars, a Acapella?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Can we get that for the viewers out there?
Of course, because yes, you know, I can sing. So
okay,
regardless of what people might think or say, I can sing. I did contemplate on what to sing today, if I should sing one of my original songs or sing a song that's already out there. And I'm going to sing a song, Whitney Houston song, and she's one of my influences as well. So I'm going to sing a Whitney song.
Okay. All right, TV Land, get ready. Here comes Sasha Samantha. So whenever you're ready, sweetheart.
I know that when you look at me, there's so much that you just don't see. But if you would only take the time, I know in my heart you'll find, oh, a girl who's scared sometimes, who isn't always strong. Can't you see the hurt in me? I feel so all alone. I wanna run to you. I to you, you. Won't you hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harms? I wanna run to you, you. But if I come to you, you, tell me, oh, will you stay, or will you run away? That's it.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful. Now, which song was this?
That was "I Want to Run to You" by Whitney Houston.
And this, okay, that's Whitney Houston.
Exactly.
Do you have anything like? Can you do anything original? Just like a little bar or two.
Sure. Okay. So I'm telling you goodbye. Ain't no special reason why. Hurt so much because I tried. So I cried, I cried, I cried. Doesn't matter anymore. I'm already out the door. I always did the things you wanted me to do and more. You always seem to do the little things I like. We've done everything that we could do to make this work. Though it's sad to see the things that we have sacrificed. So I'm telling you goodbye. Ain't no special reason why. Hurt so much because I tried. So I cried, I cried, I cried.
Wow. Beautiful song. I mean,
Thank
you know, you crying a lot in that, but it's okay though. I felt it. It's a great song. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So moving forward, is there like how can people like listen to your music if they want you to do shows or get in contact with you? How can people reach you? Let our viewers know how they can contact you.
Yes, I do have a Facebook page, and of course it's Sasha Samantha. I also have a Twitter page and I have a YouTube page, so you guys can check that out. Also my manager, if you look on his page, George Golden, you can book shows from there. So yes.
Okay. Excellent. So now what's on the radar for Sasha Samantha? Like you got this big album coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Have you already set up like radio shows as far as like is the marketing set up right now, or is everything kind of still in the process?
Everything's still in the process.
Okay.
Yes, so we're just trying to first finish the album and get this one single out there, and then once the single goes out there, we're gonna see how we can take it off, and hopefully it does take off, and I think it's going to take off. And this is probably it. So I'm excited. Can't wait. This is it. This is it. So I can't wait.
Not thinking
I know, not think. That's right.
It's going to take off.
This is it. This is definitely it. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. So I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah. Now, as far as your management, like, you know, we definitely got to give a shout out to the management, because what people don't understand is that along with the artist, if you have a great management team and a great management family, you know, you don't have to really worry about a lot of things. And when you don't have to worry about a lot of things, pretty much you can focus on your music, and the project it runs a lot smoother. Then you have to worry about the business and being this place and that place and handling all this other stuff. So, you know, your management, how did you meet your management?
I went to Jamaica to do a show, and I was rehearsing at one of those big studios, actually. Gosh, I can't think of the name right now, but a major studio in Jamaica that all the big artists work out of. And I was rehearsing at the time, and I was singing with the band, live band, and after I was done, he came outside and he said to me, you know, do you have a manager? Because I was there with my family, and that's it. And I said, you know, actually at the time I said, I manage myself. And he's like, I said, do you have a manager? And I said, no, me. And then he says, I'm going to ask you again, do you have a manager? I says, no, but I'm looking for one. So he was like, okay, you know, from there, that's how it started. And this was only like maybe 3-4 years ago. Maybe, no, not even, probably 3 years ago. So yeah, so we just started working together, so it's fairly new. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, does he have managed other artists too? Is there like a conglomerate of artists underneath him?
Well, he's managed Sanchez. He's managed Anthony B, all reggae artists.
Right.
He used to manage, oh gosh, the group Third World.
Right.
Which
wow.
is, yes. So,
okay.
Yeah,
so
he's,
got,
yeah.
Right. So,
So
you got a veteran. You got somebody
exactly.
that pretty much has been in the business
for 33 years.
Okay. So it seems to me like you're in really good hands.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Mr. Manager, you better take care of Sasha. You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
You hear that?
Better make sure that she's all right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No doubt. So now, this is a thing that I've noticed, like just watching artists, you know, especially that have either like a Caribbean background or Hispanic background. How do you balance not going too far over? Like, you're in America, you've been here a long time, but you're originally from another place. How do you keep it where to the hometown or where you're from, it's still respected, you know what I mean? The music is not too watered down. And then for over here in the United States, it's not too Caribbean. How do you make it to where, it's just right where everybody still accepts what Sasha does? Because how do you formulate that? That's kind of hard.
It is kind of hard. But I try to mix my music up. So if I'm writing a song, I try to do a little bit of R&B, and then I do a little bit of reggae. Like, for example, I have this song right here. It goes, here I am, standing all alone, holding down my own, and I did dance hall, looking for a man to call my own. He's looking in my eyes and he's rubbing up my thighs, fingers through my hair, then he whispers in my ear. He sounds so sweet. That energy that he's giving me, that energy that he's giving me, my baby. Club ting is a real nice thing. I want a man to sit down pan my rhythm. I don't want no guy to give me ism, schism. When me check it out, oh, what a thing. So you see, I incorporate the reggae and the R&B, so it can both.
Once again, people,
it can
you
work.
don't understand what I'm going through. This, I mean, I've known her for years, but the music is incredible. It's sexy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it together here. Wow, that was hot.
So,
that was hot. Yeah. Okay. Now, do you have any particular Caribbean artists, like female artists, that you like or that you admire their work? As far as anybody in our generation, like in the last 10 years? In
our generation, definitely there's some artists out there right now. Cecile is one of them. She's a major influence. I love her music. We have Etana, who has the most beautiful voice, guys. So look out for her. She's in Europe. She's in Jamaica. She's all over. And those are two of the most recent artists. We also have Tessan Chin. She's amazing vocalist. So you guys got to look out for her as well. Right.
And the thing is that it's so real because you're not even really naming any mainstream artists. You're naming people that I guess you've come in contact at some point, and everybody's on the grind, everybody's striving, and you respect their music, and their music is obviously is powerful.
Yeah, because you know what? It's so hard for a female artist, especially a reggae female artist, to come in the mainstream. It's extremely difficult. So all those artists that I just mentioned, they're very, very powerful artists. They're inspirational artists, and their music is, they play their music in Europe, they play their music in Jamaica and here, but you're not hearing it on Hot 97 or 105.1. You might hear it on the Jamaican 93.5 station, but they're phenomenal.
Right.
Yes, they're good, but it's hard for us to break out as a reggae artist.
Right.
Especially in America.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Now, I'm going to just throw a couple little pop quiz questions.
Okay.
Just say, for example, you're signed to a major label, you have the budget to do videos and work with whoever you want to work with. Who are some of the people, if not one or two, that you would do collaborations with that they're established or not established, and the financial aspect wouldn't be a factor? Your people's management just make a phone call, they're on the song with you. Who are some of the people that you would definitely have working with you? Male or female artists, reggae artists?
Reggae artist?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Reggae artist. I would say Shaggy. Definitely Shaggy.
Okay.
I would love to work with Shaggy. On the female side, I've worked with Lady Saw. So, who else can I say? It's so hard for, as a female. It's like hard to name a female that's really, really coming to the mainstream music here. So, Shaggy. Definitely Shaggy.
Right, I got you.
And Sean Paul too.
Right,
Sean Paul is a big artist, so I would love to work
Paul.
with Sean Paul as well.
Okay.
And Buju Banton, he's also exactly, he's a good artist.
Hot.
Yeah.
So now, what about coming into the R&B side? As far as the R&B / hip hop, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be exactly R&B. Even if there's a hip hop, because it's been pretty big, like how Mary does, and a lot of artists, they do the hip hop collaboration. So whether it's a male or female R&B, or a hip hop male or female, like a Eve or like a, who would you do some collab? Who could you see yourself making a hot track with? You know what I mean?
Okay. You just mentioned one, Mary J. Blige.
Right. Okay.
She's great. And she's here from the local 914 area.
914, right.
Exactly. So I would love to work with Mary. Eve is also a good artist to work with. I would love to work with Nicki Minaj. She is great.
Okay.
I love
Excellent.
Nicki Minaj. So definitely her. And another artist. She's not hip hop. She's not, I wouldn't say R&B, but Celine Dion. I love her to death. I love her. I grew up listening to Celine Dion, so I would, if I got a chance to work with her, that would be a dream come true.
Excellent. Now, are there any mainstream producers or bands like that you're familiar with, that you know their names, you know their music, and if you had the opportunity that you can just, have them produce a track for you, that you would make it happen like at the, snap of a finger?
Of course. Jay-Z. Definitely Jay-Z.
Okay.
I would love to work with Jay-Z.
Right.
And also Kanye,
All right.
He's kind of, but he's a great artist.
Right. Wow. Okay, let's keep it real. When he's kind of far way out there.
But he's a he's a really good artist, and he's a good producer, and he makes good music regardless of what people think of him. He's awesome. So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Wow. So this has been really refreshing.
Yes.
I'm really happy and I'm really proud that throughout your journey you kept pursuing and you kept focused and you kept motivated, because like I said, there's a lot of ups and downs, and also I know a majority of your family, and I've known that they've been very supportive of you.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes. Little Sasha, they've been very supportive of you ever since you were younger.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like this is something where they were like, you're wasting your time, girl. You know what I mean? Get a regular job. They've always been supportive.
Always.
Of you singing.
Yes.
Like your aunts and certain people, I asked them about you, like, yeah, she's still singing and everything. Yeah, so that's good. Yes. That's very important to all our viewers out there. You know what I mean? Like, if you have like family members or close friends that's pursuing things or trying to be, cultivate themselves, give them the support. You know what I mean? We all need that support and that level of confidence that, we can make it. We can strive for the best. So once again, before I close the show out, I want to thank Sasha for coming on.
Thanks.
For our viewers out there, look forward for the single that, that's getting ready to drop. Look forward to seeing her album, and hopefully, Media Monsters is going to do one of her videos. You know what I'm saying?
And the single is actually You Really Got a Hold on Me. So it's kind of old song, and we added some reggae to it and put a new twist to it.
Okay.
So it's You Really Got a Hold on Me. So that should be great.
All right. So once again, to our viewers out there, thank you for watching Media Monsters Club Chats. Peace.